everybody, welcome to day 5 of the 12 Days of IPA. We're so excited that you guys are here, and we thank you guys so much for following and watching all of our videos so far. We're excited for today's beer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually extra excited for this one because this is the Delicious Citrus IPA. Now, I don't know, I've never had this. I've just seen it around. I'm know of Stone, but I really haven't drinking much of their repertoire. That being said, I know Stone because when I was brewing, one of the creators of Stone is a gentleman who writes a lot of the home brewing books and knows the science about brewing, and so we were learning through his writings, and so we always had much respect for what Stone was doing. I forget how long it was, like when we do a mash for brewing a beer, 45 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, I don't remember, but mashing is when you bring it to a specific temperature to release the fermentable sugars or non-fermentable sugars if you wanted your beer to be a little bit sweeter versus drier. Now, we've heard rumors or stories about Stone that they were doing their mash in 15 minutes because they had it down to a science with the perfect temperature and ability. Don't know if it was true, but the rumors were basically saying that this facility is awesome.
Yeah.
So, come the Delicious Citrus IPA, I was assuming maybe they added orange peel or some oranges or lemon or whatever to the boil, and I didn't know. I'm just making assumptions. So I decided tonight I did a little bit more reading up on the beer just to have a better understanding of what we were about to drink. And no, they didn't add any citrus to the beer, from my understanding.
Okay.
They just changed the hop profile to different hops to bring out more citrus flavor.
Okay.
So that's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So let's get to this because I want to taste this thing. So tonight we got the Stone Delicious Citrus IPA, and I've got our Norwegian Cruise Line handy dandy bottle opener. I think our bottle opener collection's coming to an end.
Yeah. I didn't even know we had 5.
Yeah. So let's see the structure of. I can already smell it. Oh yeah.
Oh, it smells nice.
Yeah, it smells.
Yeah. It smells almost like a candle. Like if you had like a nice citrusy bathroom.
Okay, so I am definitely getting tangerine.
Yeah, it's definitely more than orange peel. It's
yeah. Now,
there's like a
the idea of the orange and stuff like that is because Blue Moon wheat beer is brewed with orange or orange peel or something like that to give it its flavor. Okay. So that's why they serve it with an orange wedge instead of a lemon like they do with other wheat beers. So I was just making an assumption, but I didn't want to, those were just floating around my head. I wanted to know more about it before I talked about it. So I said, let's look at this first. But yeah, I'm getting like tangerine.
Yeah. There's like a sweetness to it.
Oh, absolutely.
So, let's try this. That smells great.
Now, are there, hold on.
No cheers.
Yeah, I know. My understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, but the grain profile for the Delicious is pretty much the same. It's the hops that are changing. Except when they go into like the double IPA, they probably ramped up some of the quantities of the grain just to give it a little bit more sugar. Once again, these are assumptions. But there's something familiar or consistent between all of the Delicious family of beers that they make. So I'm just connecting my own dots that I've made
Yeah.
up and assuming that the grain profile is the same, but the
Yeah.
hops are changing.
Okay.
Except the double IPA, they've probably ramped up, as I said.
Sure.
But oh yeah, this is amazing.
Cheers.
Does not even taste like an IPA.
It only has a tiny little bit of a like bitterness on the back end.
So I would assume
That's yummy.
that there's a lot of dry hopping in this.
Okay.
Dry hopping is when you just put the hops in the fermenter. So the 3, 4, 5 days that it takes to ferment, the hops are sitting in there, releasing their aroma, but not releasing any bitterness. So let's keep the if there is IBUs on this. I'm sure there is.
Yeah, because there is a little bit of bitterness.
Oh
to
yeah,
it,
yeah,
but
yeah.
Not a lot. I like that they have easily accessible information tasting notes on whatever site or app you're on.
It does not have the IBUs, but it is 7.7% alcohol.
Okay.
But the IBUs are not listed on this. I would assume it's pretty low.
Okay.
So the hops that they added to it were the Talus hops. I've never used it.
I remember you talking about it before.
Yeah, I don't ever remember brewing with it. But their understanding of hops is I just read it, that is like, wow. Mine was more experimental.
What were the tasting notes?
Oh, citrus.
Okay.
Bright orange, grapefruit, white wine, pineapple, raspberry, white alpine strawberry. I have no idea what white alpine
If
strawberry
anybody's
is.
had a white alpine strawberry, throw it in the comments. Let us know.
Oh, special ingredients, sweet orange peel. So there was orange peel
Okay.
added to it. Okay. Okay. We didn't even talk that it is hazy,
Oh yeah.
but does not
It's
look.
clear,
It looks
though.
clear
Like,
but
yeah.
hazy. So looks filtered, but yet still not like crystal clear.
Yeah.
That was amazing. That is an amazing
Yes.
IPA. Like that one leaves a refreshing on your palate. It's not like some, and I'll use like Lagunitas as an example, that the finish is kind of definitely bitter.
Yes.
And I'll just use the term rough.
Yes.
To where it's like the finish isn't necessarily pleasant.
Yeah.
At least not on my palate.
Yeah.
Even the beer's nice, it just has a little roughness at the finish.
Yeah.
This finish is very easy going on the palate,
Yeah.
so it's very enjoyable all the way through. That being said, with Lagunitas, I remember we fasted one year for like 40 days, and we didn't have sugar and a lot of other things in our diet. So when I did drink, like the first beer I drank after the fast was over was a Lagunitas, and it was the most enjoyable Lagunitas I ever had.
Sure.
And one thing I could take away is that since I wasn't eating sugars and stuff, that wasn't in my palate, so when I drank the Lagunitas, I wasn't countering the sugar cravings that were already in me. It just, the bitter was just very pleasant and easygoing. But if you're someone who drinks a lot of sugar or eats a lot of sugar or has a lot of sugar in your diet, which in America they put sugar everything, ketchup and whatever condiment and everything they do just to sweeten it up to make it easier on your palate, that if you cut that out, your taste buds are going to change to where you're not going to be like seeking sweet all the time.
Sure. Well, guys, thank you guys so much for joining tonight, and we hope you enjoyed day 5. If you haven't checked out the other videos, at the very end of this, I have some of them connected in, so you can easily go check them out, or you can go subscribe and follow us on our YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for joining, and we will see you tomorrow for day 6.
God bless you all. Have a good night.
Bye.